Don't deviate. Just stick to the prepared text.
Mr. Gibson, can you tell us what's happened?
Would you just gather
Mr.
around?
Gibson,
Get out of the way.
I have an announcement that I'd like to read to you at this time. A few minutes ago, the situation inside was resolved. The Ventana nuclear plant is secure. I'd like to emphasize that no time...
Did any of it get on the air?
Enough to make Goodell look like a lunatic.
Press releases will be passed out to you shortly. I'd just like to stress that the public was never in any danger at any time.
Was there any damage?
Can we get our cameras inside?
Fortunately, there was some damage done to the plant, but it was very slight and it's been totally contained.
What happened?
Emotionally disturbed employee was humored just long enough to get the situation under control.
Had he been drinking?
Can you tell us
Had he been drinking?
We did have a report, yes, that he had been drinking.
Was there any damage?
Get our cameras into the control room.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Hunter DeYoung and Ted Spindler. Mr. DeYoung is the superintendent of the plant, and Mr. Spindler was in charge of the operation throughout.
How did you stop Goodell?
What happened to the television?
What happened to
You can't watch your picture. Fight for it, please. There's Kimberly.
Controls.
Mr. DeYoung.
You were
Mr.
inside.
DeYoung, a few minutes ago.
Kim,
No, please,
tell
let
us
me
what
ask a
happened
question.
inside. What did you do around there, Cam? We're losing the picture.
No, please, let me ask a question.
Terry, just come around.
A few minutes ago, Jack Goodell was shot dead in front of me.
How many times?
Why?
Now listen,
Why
Miss
was
Wells.
he killed?
Now, just a minute, Miss Wells. The man was emotionally disturbed, and I'm telling you...
Who ordered the SWAT squad into the control room?
I told you, he was out of control, he was dangerous, and they had no choice in the matter.
Spindler, do you agree with that? Was Jack Goodell emotionally disturbed? Was he a disturbed man? Did he have reason tonight to be disturbed?
I don't know.
Mr. Gibson said he was drinking. Is it true?
I don't know.
Don't know? How do you account for his behavior tonight? What did he say to you, Mr. Spindler?
Thank you, Mr. Spindler. Mr.
What did he
DeYoung.
say to you, Mr. Spindler?
He said he thought this plant ought to be shut down.
And you agree with that? Should it be shut down?
It's not my place to say.
If it's not your place, Mr. Spindler, whose is it?
Ted, we have to...
This isn't Mr. Gibson. If there's nothing to hide, let him speak. Whose place is it, Mr. Spindler? Whose place is it?
Come on.
Jack Goodell he was my best friend. I mean, these guys are painting him as some kind of a loony. He wasn't a loony. The sanest man I ever knew in my life.
And he had reason to believe this plant was not safe?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he wouldn't have done what he did if there wasn't some to it. Jack Goodell, he wasn't that kind of guy. I didn't know all the particulars. He told me a few things. There's going to be an investigation this time. And the truth will come out, and people will know my friend Jack Goodell wasn't a lunatic. He was a hero. Jack Goodell was a hero. Yeah, I gotta go.
Mr. Spindler, we need some more. Mister, you gotta do a rap.
The comments that Ted Spindler made were personal comments.
Hurry up. Come on, let's go. We're on the air live.
Can you give us any
He
more
was a
background?
close friend of Jack Goodell, and obviously he's very distraught.
As we all are.
But nevertheless...
Hold on. Come on, hold on.
Just a minute.
Minicam, remind Kimberly we're still live.
Let me repeat myself. Ted Spindler is only an employee. He does not speak on behalf of California.
Come on, Kimberly, hustle it up. We're on the air.
Pete, I met Jack.
How many times was he shot?
We're on the air.
I met Jack Goodell 2 days ago. And I'm convinced that what happened tonight was not the act of a drunk or a crazy man. Jack Goodell was about to present evidence that he believed would show that this plant should be shut down. I'm sorry, I'm not very objective. Let's just hope it doesn't end here. This is Kimberly Wells, live at Channel 3.
Just introduce a commercial, Pete. Go right to commercial.
We'll be back with more on the Ventana nuclear power plant takeover by one of its employees. Right after this.
Roll logo. Okay, F2.
KXLA.
Incredible. She did a hell of a good job. I must say I'm not surprised.
Well, a man is dead inside tonight.
Top 5 microwave ovens.
Why? What happened? But you know, the SWAT team appeared on the scene, went into the control room. Something took place there to trigger the action. Mr. Goodell died at the controls of this atomic plant. Val Plenard, Channel 7 News.
Sharp Carousel. It turns the food so you don't have to.